Good afternoon, everybody. This is MicheleMarieDalene, and today we're going to introduce you to another new YouTuber. As I said before, she did a video here on this channel. I want to introduce you to Sheri Heaton, love. Sheri, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Michele.
And we have to adjust the microphone here. Ugh. Easy. Yeah. Okay.
You don't talk crazy.
All right, so now let me ask you a question. Of course, we did the video, and that day a lot of things came up. People walked in the middle of your debut. When you watch the video on a regular basis, now, what do you think? Do you think it met your objectives, or do you think it needs to be redone again?
No, it's fine. I don't really think I have anything too interesting to say, Michele. I don't know. I mean, I don't really have a whole, let me see, I don't have a whole subject to portray on, so I was just babbling, basically, so.
Well, how long have you been interested in baking?
I've been doing it for a while. Actually, I'm more interested in jewelry making and selling my jewelry.
So you're more into crafts in general,
making. Jewelry making and making jewelry and selling jewelry and making tie-dyes.
And you also are selling tie-dye shirts. Well,
yeah.
Did you know you can also make tie-dye fondant?
Oh, well, yeah, that's a lot of, you have to buy white and then the colors and all that.
Right, you twist it together, then you put it in a sheeter. And
that'd be cool. But, like, I'm more into tie-dye shirts and making tie-dyes and making more designs, like, on all different kinds of apparel, like shirts, pants, jackets, anything like that. I'd rather do that. But anyways.
What do you think about the way the studio looks? So you can see the metal rod that me and Lemmy were talking about is above the blue material where the chroma key is going to hang down. How do you think the chroma key is going to be an asset for a studio? Or do you think because of our eyesight, it might create some more difficulties?
No, I think...
So you're interested in the jewelry making, craft making...
yeah, because at least I can make money doing that. If I do baking, it's just can't really make so much money doing that.
It's just like we were talking about with this microphone stand in the last video with Lummy. I want to say about some custom microphone stands like this one.
Yeah, I think you should. If you were to sell them for $100 and drop $30-$40 making them, you're still making $60 profit.
I might be willing to go a little bit less profit.
Well, if you're making $20-$30 and you enjoy doing it, shoot, why not? Right?
Because one of the things I noticed is a lot of these pre-made stands. I know, folks, the stand I would be making, it does not look like this. It would be made a lot better than this. But as I said, the pre-made stands, they're Chinese made.
China's terrible to order from.
Sometimes they're not bad, but as I said,
I've had bad experience with China.
I've had a lot of good experience with China, but that's not the point. The point is that I want to see American workers have a chance to show their skills and their talents, and I'm not off camera. No, I'm on camera.
No, you're on the camera. Really.
Okay, that's good. Anyway, the point is that one of the things that this was originally was just a piece of extra 3/8 inch soft copper tubing that was just put up black. Anyway, so the point is that one of the things is that what the original stand was, it was made in a hurry. So it was just a piece of extra 3/8 inch copper tubing that we had left over from installing plumbing and get an Ed's old motorhome, and then of course just to make it look better than having bare copper, I just took a piece of PVC plastic conduit sleeve and I stuck it over on top, and it's been on my stand and my microphone ever since. Except I didn't have a clip, so I had to use some electrical wires to lace the microphone onto the stand.
Yeah, you need to be more professionally.
Right.
Make it more
that's obviously why we bought the tap and die set, which is coming today. I hope it's one of the things coming today.
Yeah, and you put a little money into it to make the stands, and then eventually you may have to put out of your pocket at first. You'll get it all back.
The other problem too, I noticed with the cheaper stands is that they do not seem to have a stand that's any taller than 16 inches. This stand, where it is now, would have to almost be 24 inches tall.
So what are the people that do vocals and that sing and stuff?
Vocals, and also some people who play guitar, or they might
don't they have a stand?
They have boom mic stands, but some people are talking about for more fixed locations.
Well, get one of those.
That might be looking for. Oh, I could, but the problem is I like creating my own things, just as you do. I like showing my skills, and the idea would be is to become economically self-independent instead of depending on the resources of other people to live on. Because, one of the things we talked about, or we didn't want to talk about, we'll talk about briefly, is unemployment and other entitlement programs. Is the United States government programs do not encourage people to become self-independent. They become people to become very dependent on a system.
Well, people that get state and state money and state aid, if they work, they get the same amount. So they figure, why work when I can get the same amount doing nothing?
Yeah, but the problem is at the same time is that those people also don't have the ability to better themselves, and so they kind of.
Michele, anywhere's hiring. I mean, I went to college. I don't have a degree, but here I am stuck with a minimum wage job. You know what? Suck it up. I am. I'm doing what I got to do in order to make it right now. Well, it doesn't mean I should stay home and complain. No, at least I'm making something of it.
Right, that's what I'm trying to do.
Some of them don't even, I can do better than working at Dunkin' Donuts or a gas station. Well, if you can, at least start there.
Well, even my father was a cabinet maker.
You got to start from the bottom.
My father was a carpenter. My father laid floors for a living, for Dalene flooring. My brother.
You got to start from the bottom.
Well, in my case is, I'm willing to create my own things.
I mean, I do a lot of stuff on my own time. I make, like I said, I do my own.
It's just like, for example, the videos here at Pink Rose Communications, which the Snow Clean Palace is an adjunct of, is PRC, is my mission to communicate. Right now, I'm not worrying about making money. I'm worrying about reaching out to and advocating in advocacy. But that doesn't mean that I shouldn't make something that can make some money on. And since I see for some people there is a market in a limited run niche products, like a decent microphone stand.
I'm sure you'll have a couple people wanting to buy them. It may not go real crazy at first, but once people know that they can buy them and they tell other people,
and they're custom made to their specifications.
Yeah.
So they say to me, well, I need a neck that's 36 inches long on a 5/8 inch tubing. I probably could make them one, but it might take me a little longer because I'd have to get a bending tool to bend the stand to bend 5/8 inch copper tubing. It's very hard.
And where would you be at, like, perhaps you wanted to sell a quantity of these? Can you can you actually open up a store?
Yeah, you could open up a store. You could even, right now the Whiting Mills Mall up here in Winsted has storefronts for rent that you could use as also zoned for micro manufacturing. So therefore it'd be perfect for microphone stand manufacturing because you could make the stands right there. Customer comes in with all your specifications of what they want. If they want it made out of raw iron or cast iron.
But is there a lot of people that want microphone stands, Michele?
I don't know.
I know, like with me, my tie-dyes, I don't know if a lot of people like tie-dyes. I like to make them. I like to make the hemp necklaces. I like to make jewelry. Doesn't mean a lot of people like them. It's a certain niche, right?
Yeah, it's kind of specialized.
A certain percentage of people will only want.
It's just like when you get into custom car or restoration. I mean, for example, there is not a lot of people who would go out there and buy an older car and then bring it, say, down to Foos or one of the other body shops, such as Jesse James's shop there, Custom Choppers, which does motorcycles.
A lot of people just get it off the lot and drive it off brand new or secondhand.
Right.
They don't want to take it, strip it down enough, and build it from the frame up.
Right.
Some people do, though.
Right, and those people who do, of course, are going to be expected to put a lot more work into it than a regular used car dealer. A used car dealer has probably got more concerned to make sure that the engine's working, the transmission's working, the wheels are good, and the brakes
It's basically all what you really want, and it's what someone...
But when you start getting into custom work, it gets more expensive. And this is not that difficult to make. I don't see... I mean, even though this is my stand, it's kind of a prototype. It's not really... I want to fix my stand first, because there's a couple things I need to find out. Number one, if I thread the end, which is a soft copper, is it going to stand up, or is it going to rip off?
You got to experiment.
Well, I'd rather experiment with my own goods than experiment with some customers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Experiment before you... and get one or two right. And once you get a couple right, or more than one or two, and then just start selling them. And the ones that you experimented with, just keep around for knock-around.
Or offer them as...
discount price.
Discount, say scratch and dent, if you will. Basically, the idea is you might want to keep the first stand anyway. Maybe in this case, this has become a fixture in my studio. People have seen me.
So basically, this is what it all started with, was this. That's where your idea came from.
Yeah. Actually, my idea originally came from Red Thunder. Red Thunder had done the same thing with his microphone as far as tying it to a microphone stand with electrical tape. And it was a microphone stand he attached it to. He didn't have a mic clip. But I took one look at that and I said, I could do better than that. Because, first of all, I had it originally attached on the old table, just like it's attached to this new table now. And I said to myself, I need a stand that's going to be custom height. In fact, originally the stand used to be a lot taller than it is now. What happened was it broke in half. It got too kinked and then it snapped in half. That's one of the concerns with soft copper tubing is if you're not careful, you can break it in half. But it's also convenient because it's easy to shape it. Because it's soft copper, so you can bend it if you do carefully without kinking it.
Well, basically, you come to a conclusion that you want to start making microphones. I want to start doing more tie-dyes.
Yeah.
We should probably end this soon. That's why I figured we'd come to a conclusion. So you want to maybe not mass market them, but at least get a few out there and get the word out, right?
And also, I think we ought to explain to people that when you look at the video quality in the studio and the way my video quality, there's a passion to it. You probably see it. You're looking at the video monitor right now. You can see it. There's a passion on the way that the video quality is being presented. I'm very dedicated in giving a 100% for a product, and it includes even in this video here. We went to the European standard because we could get more resolution and more pixels in. And I think that was a good choice because now people know and can see that there's a lot of quality work and people have liked the results. And that's what it takes in this day and age. You got to be inventive. You got to be willing to say, hey, I'm not going to just do what everybody else is doing. I'm going to do my work better. And this is a shoestring operation, and it has, I think it's made a major improvement in the way things are done. And so I guess that's about it. So everybody, don't forget, if you want to talk to Sheri Heaton on her YouTube channel, Her YouTube channel is I don't know what your URL.
I think it's just Sheri Love.
No, actually, it's just Sheri Heaton. Just search for SHERI space HEATON. She's also on Google Plus as Sheri Heaton. She's also on Facebook as Sheri Heaton Love, and you can reach her there at those places. Also, if you look on my channel here, you will see I have videos from friends. I have a few of her videos for you to see that are on debut. For you, we're going to put this video on my channel, but we're also going to make sure to give a link to your channel so you can see your videos.
Peace.
Yeah.